Hello everyone, welcome to a new Let's Play. Today we're going to be playing Foregone. So this is like, it looks pretty Dead Cells-y, but it's not a roguelike, as far as I know. It's like a single player game with a full campaign. It just kind of plays like Dead Cells and I guess like Blasphemous and just Souls-likes in general. So let's go ahead and hop in. It looks pretty neat. I've actually had my eye on it for quite a bit, because the art's great. The sprawling city of Calagan was once at the forefront of scientific research. Its progress was suddenly halted by the invasion of a rival state, hell-bent on stealing its technology. Desperate to survive, Calagan scientists developed a breed of super soldiers to turn the tide, the Arbiters. You are the first Arbiter. I'm the prototype. Alright, so here's our character. Looks like X has a slash. Okay. Y, ooh, we have a gun. Okay, there's our dodge. So it plays a little bit like Death's Gambit actually as well, if you've ever played that. Okay, and shoulder buttons don't do anything, so we've got our shoot, we've got our slash, we've got our jump. Guess that's all we need for now. There's a secret back here? No? Okay, I'm just flailing in a corner for no reason, I guess. But yeah, the creature designs and the environments and everything in this game particularly kind of stood out to me. Oh, we have a double jump right off the bat, too. That's important to note. Let me actually turn the sound up just a tad, like the music. Yeah, music in particular.
I remember when this forest was full of life. Now it's just twisted, like everything else.
Because that music's actually pretty good. I want to be able to hear it over the action. Not very good at finagling sound options. Press and hold to increase the distance. Okay. Well, hello, that's an enemy. So yeah, now you kind of see the combat is very fast and relies on dodging a bunch. We may even get some parries at some point. That's why I kind of compared it to Dead Cells in that regard. Which is a game I very, very, very much liked, but is kind of not a great game to LP because it doesn't really have an end. And it's also incredibly grindy. Can we just talk about how beautiful the background is back there? This is really menacing. It's really nailing that this is a kind of war-torn world. Okay, so I can only shoot twice? Is that all I get? Huh. Looks like they hit my toe with that bullet. Okay, so that's how the ammo works. When we kill something, we get our ammo refilled? Or maybe we just have ammo pickups. Melee hits restore. Oh, okay, that explains it. Ow, that was a bad idea. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, did that dash actually do damage? I couldn't quite tell. Ow. Ow. Okay, they beat me up quite a bit there. I don't know what all those things that just flew into my body were. Couldn't quite tell. Yeah, it's definitely feeling very Blasphemous-like currently.
Guess it didn't take long for the Harrow to set in after the war.
The voice acting is very good too. I didn't even expect voice acting at all. Like, I saw a voice sound setting, but I didn't expect her, like, the main character to be fully voice acted, basically. Evade. Okay, so we don't have a parry yet, so it doesn't have that in common with Blasphemous. Okay, so evasion is very powerful.
Time to reminisce. Back to the mission.
Ow. Couldn't dodge fast enough. That was on me. So, I was thinking for a second that hits actually restored our HP, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. It seems like enemies drop like an HP pickup. Alright, so yeah, we can have more than 2 bullets at a time, it seems, because now I have 11. So that's very useful for taking you out. I should just save my ammunition for you, because the melee guys, I can pretty easily just dodge under, it seems. And these enemies are beyond a joke. Yeah, you're very slow, sir. So not much of a problem there. Things are going swimmingly so far. Dare I say it? Do I dare say, hey, this game's pretty easy so far? Just in time for the first boss to just absolutely annihilate my soul? I don't think I will. This game is very difficult so far and is giving me an incredibly hard time. And I don't expect it to ever get easy. Let's go with that, and hope that reverse psychology ends up working. It's pretty to look at so far, though. Ow. Asshole. Okay, so dodging... I've always kind of thought I was better at the combat where you can kind of dodge through enemies and your dodge is invincible, rather than parry combat, because I did pretty well with parrying in Blasphemous, but as far as dodging or parry combat goes, I'm definitely better with dodging, I feel. Is this an alternate way to go? Does this give me anything, or is it just that, an alternate possibility here? Because I'm trying to keep an eye out on secrets, because this very much feels like a Metroidvania so far, basically, so I wouldn't be surprised if like health upgrades and weapons are going to be something. Oh yeah, speaking of weapons, we can't attack up on the ladder. She falls off it as soon as you attack. Speaking of weapons, this game has kind of a similar system to, I guess, definitely Dead Cells, but also Neo, where enemies will drop our loot, and it has like that whole loot aspect. So it's not like Dark Souls in that we're just gonna find new pieces of equipment and we just have that and that's our equipment. It's just going to be like more randomized loot drops. I'm not sure how randomized it is. Like, I'm not sure if it's like in Neo where you have like 50 different katanas that all have the same name but just have different stats, or if it's going to be like different actual weapons. Like a crossbow would have higher damage than a bow, but or something like that. But it takes longer to reload, for example. Alright, so yeah, we can drop down platforms. That's pretty normal for this type of game. Nothing crazy there. Don't need to waste bullets on you. I'm not really sure how many bullets I can have stocked. It looks like 14, actually, is the max. We can't, like, do a stab up. That was really cheesy in Blasphemous. There we go. Just kind of swiping up with your sword. So we don't actually have an up attack in this game. Unless we do once we get access to a different weapon. What are you? Oh, you just opened the door. Oh, ow. Okay, so you're gonna die first. Because you're a ranger, and that's annoying. So, one other thing I want to go ahead and get out of the way. How much cooldown does our dash have? A few seconds. But we can do that, hit, and then dash back. So, that's good to get out of the way early. I don't see like a cooldown meter on the screen or anything that lets me know when it's going to be off cooldown. Also, incredibly happy to find out that I don't take stupid-ass contact damage from enemies. Like, I know why it's in games, but I hate when it's in games because I'm awful at dealing with it. Oh, that's a spawner. Okay. Well, let's... Ooh, hello, you're a big boy, aren't you? You're also very easily dodged, though. Like, jokingly so. Yeah, you weren't too great at your job. I kind of thought it was just like a stationary spawner, like those sorts of enemies usually have, but it wasn't.
No! Once, couldn't something stay dead?
It looked like a...
Change of plans, I suppose.
Wyvern? I didn't get quite a good look at its limbs, but it's definitely some sort of draconian thing. Because a wyvern would have just feet, and then its arms would basically be its wings, if I'm remembering the distinction correctly. It's always such a hard one to remember, like stalagmites and stalactites. Yeah, I gotta watch out for when she suddenly starts talking. Okay, that's not a platform I can actually stand on. Do we have a map or anything? Ooh, we do. Okay, so what's up here? Also, interesting to note that it sounds like she knows this place. She said, never thought I would be back here. Was there something hidden up there that I missed? I've got to check now. I can't not. Luckily it's a pretty quick walk back up here. I feel like there's something hidden in that corner. No. Okay.
This place is always giving me peace.
Excuse me? Can we not? I did not expect you were just gonna do like a link slash to me. That was intimidating as all hell. You also have more health than those other guys, so I don't like you at all. Your attack is much harder to just slide under to dodge, because you spin around like a lunatic. And the extra HP means I can't kill you in a single combo. Yeah, if you look at the videos of people playing this, or I guess the developers playing this game, the combat looks like it gets pretty crazy at some point.
Now it's even worse.
Maybe I should turn the voices up a little bit.
It's been infected.
I think I will. Kinda can't hear her super clearly over the music.
A bad dream? Forget it. Stick to the mission. Stick to the mission.
Okay, so that was probably like a PTSD flashback, I guess. Alright, so dialogue volume, you're going up a bit. We'll tinker with it as we need to until we find a nice balance. Ooh, this is a pretty area. And the title drop. Cool. Hello. Are you a new Metroidvania ability? Surge. Dash forward, damaging all enemies. Okay. So it is a new... It's not a Metroidvania ability, maybe, but it is a new ability. Who knows if it'll allow us to access any new areas or anything. I also don't know how the cooldown works, because I just used it right there, and I killed those enemies and it's not off cooldown, so... Kind of curious what the deal is there. Seems like we have kind of a mixed fantasy thing going on too, because we have like fantasy creatures and we're using swords and stuff, but we also have like electricity and stuff. So it seems like it's kind of in the same era as, say, Indivisible? Oratory? Oh, this is our skill tree. Okay. So we have 28. I thought those are teardrops, but they're probably crystals. Okay, so looks like these abilities are the ones we can access currently. So let's see. Kills have a 3, 6, 9, 12, 15% chance to gain leech. Leech, steal life from when attacking enemies. Useful. Kills have a chance to grant haste. Increase movement speed by 5%, last 5 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Honestly, I feel that like that would just mess with me more than anything, because you would be changing the movement speed of my character, which would just kind of throw me off. It's something we're probably going to have to get anyway at some point, though. So, unstable strikes. Dealing damage has a chance to attach an explosive charge. Explodes at max stacks, or when duration ends. Lasts 5 seconds, stacks up to 5 times. Dealing damage has a chance to attach tether, latch to a target, damaging on movement, and breaking at max distance. So does it damage them when I move, or does it damage them when they move? Dealing damage on movement. That's pretty good. That seems like a kind of kiting build that you would have with some kind of ranged weapon, which seems pretty fun. Taking damage has a chance to apply Plague. Deal damage over time, spreading to nearby enemies. Well, that doesn't sound super great, because ideally what would be happening is we're not taking damage at all. So, Usually in these types of games I like to go for the more tanky, kind of bulky build that can just kind of slowly defeat enemies, but you know what? I'm feeling dirty. Let's try some kind of high damage build. So maybe the explosive charge or the hunter's instinct with a chance to tether. Let's go for explosive charge. Why not? Oh, and you can refund it with coins. Got it. So to allocate another point to that, I need more crystals. So we currently have a 5% chance to do that. So, ooh, increased attack speed, crit chance. Ooh, okay. Yeah, no, this is the tree we want right here. Oh, okay, I didn't notice that though. If I choose Unstable Strikes, I never get the option for Hunter's Instinct. Alright, that is fine. Crit strike damage, movement speed, and tether break damage. Whereas this just increases the amount of times that I can stack explosive charge. Yeah, okay, we'll stick with that. Enough messing with the skills. Don't want to spend too much of the episode looking at that. And we already have the ability to teleport. I like it, I like it. And we can forge our weapon. Okay, well... I mean, upgrading the damage on it might be useful, but I feel like we should just wait until we get a better weapon. Is there an option to upgrade my ranged weapon? There is. Okay, equipment can be upgraded by spending gold. Each upgrade increases DPS or health by 10% and has a chance to enhance an equipment modifier. Equipment can be salvaged for gold. Upgraded equipment has an increased salvage value. I like that on the screen this like tutorial of sorts kind of stays here to remind me at later points in case I forget that very, very vital information. I like the 3D spinning sword in the background too. So that must be our rest area of sorts. Is there a quick way to get to the map? I know, I guess you just have to press back and RB.
Looks like she's been busy.
Looks like who's been busy?
Before she can do any more damage.
Okay. Outposts? What does this do? Does this teleport me back to the area I just came from? I have to assume that's what it does. It's like a, yeah, okay. Okay, it's a fast travel back to this area. Got it. Don't really need that right now, but it'll be useful at some point, I am sure. And for now, we got things to kill. Maybe. Oh yeah, we do. So yeah, I purposely passed up getting a damage upgrade. It's because I'm kind of hoping at some point soon I'm going to be getting a new weapon. Not to say the short sword is bad, but I mean, it's the weapon you start with, so. Oh, God, a cough. Jeez, that came out of nowhere. That one just snuck up on me. Okay, so... let's see. Ooh, are you a secret? No. Couldn't get that lucky, could I? That thing looked like it was about to explode. Or maybe that was me attaching an explosive charge to it? No, it was definitely... Oh, you're like the enemies from Ori and the Blind Forest that I hate. The, like, little slime enemies that kind of chill on top of the ceiling and just shoot out spikes in various directions. I hate those things. I didn't mean to fall there. Oop. I did leave some things back here, though, so let's grab that. But yeah, so far the game feels very nice to move around in. It's very fluid, and I always feel like my character's doing exactly what I tell it to. Obviously, we're not at any crazy platforming sections yet, so I haven't had a ton of chances to test out precision platforming, but so far, feels pretty nice. No, you don't. I would like your gun, though, if you're willing to give me that. No? Alright, well, suit yourself, I suppose. Let's just assume I cut the gun in half when I killed you. Okay, I didn't... Ooh. That looks like it's one big heavy bullet. That seems like it would probably do a lot of damage. And you have a stun baton of sorts. Okay, they're pretty easy to take down, though. Alright, I'm just gonna have to be slow with you two. Alright, yeah. Just kind of dodge you and everything. The game seems to focus on mobility quite a bit. If the upgrade tree is anything to go by, so I imagine kind of kiting and running around enemies is probably the way to go.
Looks like I'm on the right track.
Ooh, what is that? Is that my heal? Healsies? Right trigger. Oh, I have to hold it? Ooh, okay. So it's our heal / Estus flask of sorts, but we actually have to, like, stand still to use it. just like an Estus Flask, but we can choose when to stop it, which is nice. It's kind of like Hollow Knight in that way. Because Hollow Knight, you can actually cancel your heal if you see things are getting a little bit too hairy. I wonder if I could have stood on the box if I hadn't destroyed it and I could have made it up there. Because that is definitely a ladder. No, you don't. What is that? Oh, just ammo. Okay, well, we should probably be using this a bit more, huh? I'm kind of taking the blasphemous approach of just focus on my melee weapon, but probably not the best idea. Wait, what was that? Wasn't actually paying attention. Ooh. It's a new short sword that's more powerful and has plus 5% crit strike damage. Thank you. That's the first new weapon we've picked up. So something I usually like to do in these games, I'm not sure if I'm going to go for like a speedy, fast dagger and gun build, or if I'm going to go for like a big ol' two-handed weapon build. That's usually what I like to go for, just because I find it to be pretty fun. But we will see. I would be open to a squishier build that dances around. Emblem. Plus 12% damage over time resistance. Okay, so this is like our armor. And this is a new ranged weapon, obviously. So I want to equip you. Wonder what the difference is in attack speed. Alright, well, let's put that on. It just straight up does more damage. And here, yeah, you. Equip? So I didn't have that equipped before, right? Yeah, I did not. So we get power, whatever that means, and health. What does that do? Huh. Maybe that's the strength of our abilities, like my little dash attack? I don't think we got a tutorial message about those items in particular, so... Oop. Oh, I thought that was like a little spot in the wall that I could jump up because the crystals just stopped mysteriously. My eyes are trained to see things like that now after playing so many Metroidvanias, so that was bad. I was thinking I had an like attack up. I do not though. I just have an attack to the side with the short sword. Oh yeah, I should test out the bow. Ow. If I don't die from getting spiked to death first. There we go. Okay, so it definitely does more damage than the pistol, it just doesn't attack as often. Ow. But if I'm going for the, if I'm going for a lot of the effects that are like, has a % chance to do this, it's usually better to go with the faster attacking option in those cases, because the more hits you actually land, the higher chance of actually landing that goes up, because you have a 5% chance on hit if you're attacking like 3 times per second as opposed to 1. It's pretty useful. So, got some daggers. Definitely interested in trying those out. It says the DPS is lower, but we have a chance of lifesteal on hit, which is useful. I just want to kind of see how fast they are. Ooh. Wow, that animation is beautiful. Look at how fluid it is. Ah, that is beautiful. I love that. Wow. That's some sexy animation. Okay, so this would teleport us back to the outpost, but we could teleport back, correct? Don't screw me, game. Okay, so let's go over here. There was the forge. What was the other thing that we had access to? Wasn't there one more thing over here? Yeah, you. Okay, yeah, you were our level up screen, basically. Alright, well, let's go to the forge first and foremost. So, should I go with the daggers? Like I said, the DPS is lower, but 7% chance for 5 life on hit is pretty damn nice. Alright, let's upgrade this. So there we go. Now they're more powerful than the, oh wait, no. They still do less DPS, but who cares? And our ranged weapon. I think I'm probably going to like pistols more, so I'm going to hold off on upgrading the longbow for now. And, oop, I didn't mean to do that. I just walked a bit too far. No, turn your ass right around. Oh, jeez. But isn't there a thingy? Yeah, that takes me back right here. Okay, cool. I hope the outposts don't work like they send me back to the last one that I actually came here with, because then I'm gonna have to run all the way back over there. Okay, waypoint 2, thank you. I was gonna be so sad if that wasn't the case. Alright, well, we've made our way to the second waypoint. We've kind of gotten a look at the various things this game is offering. I'm really enjoying it so far. I had my eye on it for quite a bit because it just seemed really cool. Badass female protagonist with swords, and it has my type of gameplay with Metroidvanias and stuff, so I was definitely interested in it the first time I saw it, and I knew it was LP material, so I hope you have enjoyed this first episode of Foregone, and I will see you next time.